Mm. Oh, man. All right. All right. Good morning, fellow traders. How we doing? Time to clean the glasses. No. How would you act as a plan, buys, hack? Oh, tip. Mhm.
Baby.
Red fish? Huh?
Ball.
Yeah, the ball. Did the holiday help? Oh. You were already slow. You were out. But yeah, I got a good night's sleep. What's it? What to do? What's she bottle? All right, we're back. Hmm. Hmm. um. All right, let's get started. um, yeah, welcome. This is April 27th, and we are ready to rumble. It is 9:24, 6 minutes still open. I've already made a couple trades today, and yeah, two winning trades today so far. We are $14 in profit, or $10 to $14 depends on the account, but profit on my micro accounts, and then we're $222 profit on the funded accounts that I'm trading the minis. So if you didn't watch my videos from yesterday, basically we're going to be trading 4 of the funded accounts. We're going to be trading the regular contracts, and then the rest of them we're going to be trading micros. And the reason for that is we basically have 4 evaluation accounts that are essentially funded. They're like $1 or $2 away from their profit goal on purpose. But basically, yeah, that's why we're doing that. And kind of have another dilemma here. Kind of feel stupid in a way. This is almost, yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, it depends if you've been following me all along this journey or not. But so yeah, we have 4 accounts that are almost funded, and then we were basically we had 3 remaining accounts. We have well, let me start over. So with Apex, you can only have 20 funded accounts. Okay, that's all. That's the most you can have. So I already have 20 funded accounts. So I can't really have any more, but I still have. That's why, like, the 4 evaluation accounts that are like $1 close to their profit goal, you know, those 4 accounts, that's why I'm kind of going a little bit riskier and doing the regular contracts on my 4 of my funded accounts. Basically, if, you know, I'm gonna trade them exactly the same as I'm gonna trade the micros, but obviously it's more risky. And if I do blow them, then I have those 4 evaluation accounts as a backup to take their place. That's, you know, why I'm doing that. Well, we have, so I was reviewing I have 3 more. This morning I realized I had 3 other evaluation accounts that were basically, I haven't even traded. I didn't even trade them yet. They were just sitting there and ready to be canceled as well. Basically, I'll be honest, I had too many eval accounts, to be quite frank. I had way too many evaluation accounts. So I was going through to clean them up, and I realized I still, on top of the 4 that are almost funded, I still had 3 that I hadn't even really traded yet. So I was like, well, what do I do with these 3 accounts? And again, kind of the same dilemma that I had before. Well, I don't really need them, but I thought, well, I might as well trade them. You know, I thought, you know, I'll trade them, and if I blow them, I kind of don't care. I'm going to cancel them anyway. Basically, they already are canceled, just so I don't get charged for them again. Well, so this morning I just decided, you know what? I'm just going to throw them on, and I'm going to, I think I entered 5 contracts on an NQ. Actually, here, I'll just show it. So right here, I entered, I think we had a total of 5 contracts. I have to go look. No, it was 6. Yeah. Because I entered here, and then I entered 3 here, and I entered 3 more here. And yeah, it, boom, shot up. And you can see here, we have $4,000 in profit. So here we are again. And yeah, I'm not sure what to do. So I've been thinking, okay, do I just basically take the same approach that I'm taking with those 4? Now, on these accounts, I still need 6. Like, this is my first day trading these evaluation accounts. I've had these evaluation accounts for probably close to a month. I'm actually not quite sure how long I've had them. They've just been sitting there. It was one of those things. So my plan back when I was basically decided, hey, I'm going to try and get 20 funded accounts. Then I made, like, I would only purchase evaluation accounts when they had the 80% discount sale. So when they had an 80% discount sale, my goal was basically to buy evaluation accounts every week of the month. So I think I bought 3 evaluation accounts for every week of the month. Okay, so if that makes sense, so basically every week, if I would blow one, the next week I would have 3 more accounts that would automatically renew on that 80% discount. And that's basically what happened. I should have been a little more on top of things, and I should have tracked that a little bit better and canceled them. But basically they've just been reoccurring monthly, and my evaluation accounts just kind of accumulated. And all of a sudden, here I am with 20 funded accounts, and I have way too many evaluation accounts still. So, I mean, here is the thing about it. When I was trading my evaluation accounts, it was never this easy to pass evaluation accounts. Now that I don't need them, it's like I can't fail them. And it's crazy. We all know how that goes. So anyway, but yeah, my account balance on these are now 3,900 almost. So I'm way above my profit threshold, which is also a problem. So I actually need to somehow lose money on these. Maybe I can lose some money right here. No. Oh, I swear. This is insane. Now I'm trying to lose money and I can't. Ah, man. Well, we just made a couple $100 more. Okay, I need to check something with my... I feel like my commissions aren't being accurately... Yeah, something isn't right with my commissions. I need to figure out what that is. But yeah, here we are, basically opening in a range here. Overnight, we gapped up, had news come out at 8:30 where we sold off a little bit, and since it's just kind of recovered, and now we're just kind of chopping in this area. So all right, commissions for rhythm. And man, I just fixed these, but like I'm looking at my rhythmic. Okay, now let's see if we can lose some money here. Well, I need to get this balance needs to be below 53,000 by the end of... No, actually, it doesn't have to be by end of today. I still have 7 days remaining on this, so I actually have a little more time. But kind of weird trying to lose money. Kind of weird. And of course, but after these 3 accounts, I went through and did a thorough cleansing on all my evaluation accounts and everything. I'm basically... You are kidding me, right? much to do here, I don't think. So I need to check. How do I? Okay, there we go. Maybe we'll break out to the upside here. Okay, now ES trade. Per unit commission. One side round term per unit, right? So that would be 199. So that's right. CL. Ooh, I think this is where it's wrong. Yeah, this is not right. Should be 196. No, 198. All right, no wonder our commissions were off. Okay, now micros. MES is 151 cents. Okay, I had that one wrong too. 51 cents. And then MCL, I had that one wrong too. No wonder I was way off on my commissions. No! I wasn't minding my business. Oh. Well, that might have just taken care of our issue. It did. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. All right. Well, we don't have to worry about those anymore. Anyway, just forget what I said previously. I was not minding my business on that, and we got taken out. Anyway, that is fine. Now we can focus on our funded accounts, and we don't have to worry about those evals anymore. Okay, what kind of setup? Let's look at a little bit longer time frame here. I haven't really looked at this, but ES, you can see we've just been kind of bleeding a little bit higher all, since yesterday at the close we had a nice bounce, and then basically overnight it's just been a slow bleed up. Slow move up all. And now this morning we're almost at the highs. And then if we look at CL, obviously, yeah, CL yesterday we had a huge sell-off. Looks like we found some support here at 74.10, 74.10 area. I'm seeing a little bit here now, but pretty much trading in a range, kind of in a choppy area here. So not that interested in we have a pretty big range that it's trading in here. This would have been a interesting to get short right up here at the double top. Might have been a good entry, but obviously I did not catch that. I don't really have a feeling on if we're going to keep going lower here. Wouldn't be surprised if we kept going lower and went back to like 72.60 area, but same with ES. I would not be shocked if we, even if we move up to like 41, 41.20, 41.15 area and then sold off again. But I already made, yeah, actually, so yesterday we had that error. Yeah, we had that issue with our 2 or 4 accounts that were trading the regular contracts. I forgot that I had a stop loss set on those, so yeah, that we've made that money back and we're in profit on all our accounts. So I'm not going to get aggressive this morning or today, but we'll wait. If there's setups here, I'll definitely take them. We shall wait and see. There are more news. Okay, it looks like in 10 o'clock there's pending home sales, which it shows yellow. Okay, now this is kind of an interesting here. On ES, we have a signal short in an uptrend, though, and we're right at the EMA, so not crazy about this setup. But man, Apex has been having issues. I don't know if any of you noticed. So it, like my one funded account, like my one account that I had funded, which I would have had it funded Tuesday. Today's Thursday. And this is my Trade-A-Bait account, the $150,000 Trade-A-Bait account that I have funded. I got the paperwork. I filled out the paperwork and paid my, fee for the funded account. But it's still not showing up on my Trade-A-Bait. Like I log in and it just still shows the evaluation account. So, and I there was another YouTuber that said the same thing. Not sure what's going on there, but they better get it figured out. And I put in a support ticket, and they basically just said, yeah, they're running slow. Trade-A-Bait accounts are delayed or are running slower than normal to allow 2 business days. And I mean, I guess in their terms, they do say that, basically it could go 2 days before the account. But usually, once you sign the paperwork and everything, usually it's there within 30 minutes. So, all right, so this is interesting now. We have a signal long, looks like a pullback. Didn't quite make it to the VWAP, but this is kind of an interesting area right here. Could go long here, have my stop right here. But now this price action I don't like. Yeah, I think we'll wait. I mean, technically the entry would be above 4,100, 4,150, basically 4,200, or sorry, 4,101 would be a good entry for a retest of these highs. Now, a little bit concerning that on this move up, we failed to make new highs, so that's a little bit bearish. We lost EMA here. We still have VWAP, but Not quite sure on this price action. If we definitely could go below VWAP and we could just sell off again today. The last couple days, that's kind of how it's been. We open, and in the morning we go up, and then we just go down. Wouldn't mind catching a long one. That would be sweet. Get these funded accounts a little boost. But we'll take it slow and watch for good setups. And so usually in the morning, I usually wake up, it depends, but I try to wake up like around 6. Then I go back and I look at my video from the previous day, and I basically just scrub through my live video feed, and I just watch my trades. When I enter trades, and then I also noticed there were a couple. Yesterday, we definitely left a lot of money on the table. Man, that CL trade we had yesterday, I totally called out that this is going to retest the lows. I had a good entry, and I took profit way too soon on my runner. I was way too impatient. So I don't know. I have to somehow. Yeah, I thought to myself, maybe I just need to, on my runners, just not even watch them, but that's not smart, because I also noticed then later in the day, I entered a long trade on ES, and the trade went in my direction. Everything was a great trade. And I was up like 15 ticks or something, and I was trailing my stop up. And, in that case, had I took my profit, not at the top, but I had my trailing stop pretty tight, and I got stopped out. Well, in that case, if I would have left a really loose stop, I would have left a lot of money on the table as well. So kind of see both sides. I think what I need to do is, if I feel like yesterday, if I see a move where I feel like we're going to test the bottom again, and it's a really long move, a big move, and I have pretty good conviction on it, then I really just need to let my trades work and just let them be. If I'm just trying to, if I'm not looking for a big move, then I just need to trail my sight or my stop really tight. So I don't know. It's a catch-22. Have to be careful also, looking at trades, everything is in hindsight, and you're like, oh, why did you do that? That was, so you have to be careful with that too, because hindsight trading isn't healthy either. I just try and use it to learn something, or if I see what I'm looking for is patterns. If I'm seeing patterns that I'm always doing this, or I'm always not doing this, that's kind of what I want to identify, not the outliers and, oh, you should have done this and this. So just got to keep it in mind. Always looking to get better, always looking to improve. This is an interesting long here. We are above now. I might enter here, but I missed my entry there. Dang it. 41.01.25 was my entry. Well, now we're already 2 points above that. I'm not chasing it. That is one thing I just, this chart trader here is for that. If I hit buy close, I'm in that trade, and I'm already at my first profit target. So I was too slow. Way too slow. but whatever. Okay, now, man, we failed to make a new high again, unless we do it right here. But look at this. We have signal short here, signal short here, signal short here. 3 signals to go short every time we reach the top of the range here at 4105, 4104 area. So now we could push back up on this bar, and we can still try to make newer, higher highs here, but we're petering out. Oh man. Yeah, we might try it. This might just be a second attempt. Would actually have been an entry here. I mean, that's a risky entry in my opinion, but let's check on CL for a minute. Still in that range. Not really interested. Anytime the VWAP's doing this, I mean, I don't mind trading in a range. Like if we get up to the highs here and going short, I don't mind that. Here we go. Now we've made a new high from here, and we get above. Yep, there we go. Okay. So now the bulls are back in control. So, man, really did miss that entry long there. Had a perfect signal bar here too. Ugh. Oh, I forgot my. Yeah, I'm gonna disconnect, I think. I think if I disconnect and reconnect, then it'll correct my commissions, I think. Yeah, it did. See that? You know, that looks like it's too high. Doggone it. according to Rhythmic, my profits should be 238.70, 51, 391. Like my balance. Hmm. I don't know. This is confusing, these commissions. If you don't, if you never set up your commissions in NinjaTrader, so here's how you do it. So in tools, you go to commissions, and then in commissions, you have these three options: NinjaTrader brokerage free, lifetime, monthly. So I just go on to free, and then I change. Basically, you have to go on Rhythmic or on Apex, wherever, find out what your commissions are, and then find your symbol, click edit, and then correct it per unit commission. I just leave the minimum commission blank. But yeah, that should take care of it. I am pretty sure. I mean, I guess I didn't. My mic, CO 51. But yeah, so you make sure you have that correct first. Yeah, let's just watch the market here a little bit. It seems to be okay. Now, I'm not going on. I mean, this is, if we pull back down to this 4104 area, that be an interesting pullback for another long. But we have news coming out here in a minute, 30 seconds, so I'm not touching it. And I feel like this news definitely could be a mover. It probably not a lot, but okay. So I've done 6 trades, 6. So it should be $1.98, and yeah. Anyway, but then yes, you go here and you do edit account, and you select your one that you edit. Make sure you select this one, and you just hit OK. Now I still have one PA account, this one right here. Edit that, got it. And I need to set my risk parameters. Also, if make sure I'm not sharing. So here, well, let me see if I can show you how to do. Yeah. Okay. So here, this is how you set your risk parameters using Rhythmic. So I do this for all of my accounts. But basically you once you have the account that you want, you right click on it and you do view risk parameters. Okay, then you just hit OK. And then here under risk parameters set by trader, so there's 3 different tabs. Make sure you click on the risk parameters set by trader. And then you do auto liquidate and you do enable. And then you do auto liquidate criteria and you do loss limit. Now you can also do trailing minimum account balance. I mean, one thing I've thought about, you know, if you have evaluation accounts and you want to not blow them, you can use this trailing account balance and set it at, you know, 1500. Then you'll get stopped out before your Apex stops you out and fails your account. But you go loss limit is what I do. And then auto liquidity threshold, mine is set at 175. And then you just click apply and OK. And you're done. All right, looks like we hit this EMA. Pulled back up, failed to make new highs. That news didn't seem to affect it that much. Yeah, looks like we, you know, basically went a little bit higher, but then sold off. Pretty much a non-mover. Oh, man, tired. Feeling that coming on. Make sure I have everything right here. All right, we're right at the highs. Double top here. What's CL doing? Oh, we missed the breakout on CL. Oh, maybe I need to start looking into doing alerts. So that does make me feel like we're going to. I mean, maybe we'll try for the 76 area again today. Make up for some of this huge sell-off we had yesterday. That could happen. But definitely bullish on CL for today, based on that move. All right, we went down to the EMA again, and now we're bouncing off of it. I can't believe I had my commissions wrong. Also, actually, we haven't done our our summary, profit and loss summary yet, have we? So let's do that. This is just, yeah, profit and loss summary of our funded account. Let's go to daily and let's see if we can show. Whoa, what? Hang on. What do we have going on here? Oh, we got another. So okay, so this is very interesting. This is a very strong setup short. Man. Usually I love these setups with it red. Like this means something. I'm going to explain what, but this is a very strong signal for a short. But I am not that crazy about it. I mean, it's basically just a pullback. We're a little bit below the EMA here, but this could totally just be a pullback and we push higher. That's the way it's. I'm not going to take that trade. I mean, we could definitely sell off and we could test the VWAP here, but might regret it, but I don't feel convicted on that one. Okay, so just quickly, this is a kind of show everything here. All right, do I have all my dates selected? I want to show up to yesterday, not include today. So this is going to look different than my summary report did yesterday because I had my commissions figured wrong. So all this time, my commissions have been basically double of what they should be. So I corrected the commissions now. And yeah, we're going to yesterday, doing generate. And here we go. Okay, so yeah, basically yesterday we broke even. We had $31 was our, so we basically broke even. But our cumulative net profit on all of our funded accounts is $534. So essentially break even. But again, we haven't just been really that focused on the funded accounts. Obviously, yesterday was our first day that we really focused on the funded accounts. So yeah, our goal is we need to get our funded accounts, our profit target, so that we can do a withdrawal is $2,600. So once we get to $2,600 in profit per account, we can take a withdrawal. So that's our goal right now. But yeah, that's where we're at. We're basically break even and we are starting in. Now, if I change, so far today, we were having a pretty good day. So we should make new highs. I think I might be wrong. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I don't have this thing showing. Let me check something. Something isn't right. Not sure I have all my accounts selected. Hmm. Something ain't right. Something isn't computing correctly, and I'm not sure why. Oh. Okay. Never mind. It is this profit on these accounts at 250. Of the 250, there was 200 that I actually traded. That was a trade last night, but it was before midnight, so it went on the trading day of 426. That's why. That's why that's break even. Okay. All right. Never mind. We're all good. Anyway, pretty much we're break even. But, well, we're just bleeding higher the way it looks. Are we going to make new highs here? I assume we will. But, yeah, glad I didn't take this short. Like I said, the uptrend that we're in, I don't know. I do like this signal, but not when there's a setup like this. Feel like feel like CL's a little better opportunities here. Okay, this actually is pull back to the EMA here. I do like this setup. Okay. If we can get above, actually right here. No. Don't go without me. Dang it. Dang it. Well, I gotta get out. I'm not gonna chase it. Ah, I missed that by literally seconds. I always hit the bid, like buy bid, and sometimes I should just buy market. Getting in, yeah, always looking for a little bit better fill, but in this case, that is not worth it. Look at this rip up now. If I would have just done buy market, we'd be up 15 ticks right now. Make that 20. Man, that sucks. Had a perfect bar, had a perfect entry, signal bar here as well. Oh, man. Paid indicator. On this chart here, eventually, yes. So you can, on Apex's site, I think you have to go to their site, and then there's like trader tools. You have to sign in. So you can get the trader, or you can get these indicators and everything. Basically, gosh, this is really starting to tick me off. Okay, ES is making new highs too. Wow. Wow, look at that breakout. Mmm. Oh, that hurts my heart. And here we sit, not in it. We're trying to get in on this, and we miss this. We miss this move. Ah. Hey, sometimes that happens. Okay, going back to, so you can go on Apex, and this is basically from Apex. So but you can sign up for a 30-day free trial, and then for the next month you can only pay $1. So essentially for $1 you can have this for 60 days to test it out. And that's basically what I did. I tested it out for 60 days. Now, I will tell you, there are a ton of videos to watch just to understand what these indicators mean. Just noticed that. So yeah, you do need to spend a lot of time basically watching, and like the videos, everything is free. You just need to watch them. But yeah, essentially you can get it for $1 for 60 days, and then after that, I think it's like $200 a month after that. So yeah, I'm on my 60 day. I think I still have like 20 days left. It'll be a hard decision, to be honest, once my 20 days are up. I went through and watched all the videos. I probably where's my cheat sheet that I created? Somewhere here. Yeah, so here, I don't know, you can probably not really see this, but actually, you know what, I have that in an Excel sheet. I'm just going to show it. It'll make sense a little bit on some of these signals. Not that you're going to know. So right here are all the different signals. I just created this for my own, just for myself, but I basically have this printed out, or I used to back when I was doing this. And then basically this bar, like when you see a signal like this, okay, let me just make this smaller. And we'll just have a little teaching session. You know what? I don't want to miss out on a move here either, but wow, CL is coming right back down. See, if I would have entered this trade, okay, hypothetically, I would have been up long here, and then I would have not been sure how to trail my stop. And if I wouldn't have trailed it tight, you know, I would have gotten stopped out at break even on that. Anyway. And maybe you guys think this is boring, but basically, see this right here? So this has a green bar. So anytime that you see the black bars, that means there's a, I forget, TX trade, I guess you call it. You need to watch the videos. But if it has a green bar with the black, that means it's a TXF and it's a reversal trade. So you can see here it pulled back and then it went that way. Then we have just a black bar only. Now, in order for that trade to be valid, then this here needs to be the same color as the signal bar. So this, when there's a red box at the top, that means it's a play to go short. When the red box or green box is at the, or the green box actually is at the bottom, that's a long signal. So if you have a short signal like this, then this needs to be red in order for it to be a valid trade according to their rules. Now, if you have a red like this, that's also a reversal bar. We can just scroll back. You know, here's a red bar. Here, and these are one of the favorite trades. And this, you know, down made a really nice move. So it's definitely, yeah. And again, all of these mean something different. The ODD, then we have ETX, SLC, TBS, and elevator. Basically, when you sign up and you install this, then you can set it so that you have audible alerts. So when a setup is about to happen, or like basically when a setup has a chance of happening, you'll get an audible alert. And then from then you can basically determine, hey, I like that trade. And if it's for a long entry, you hit buy close. Now, buy close then will only enter you on that trade then if it, once that current bar closes. And it has to close up. So if you want to take a long trade, for it to be a valid trade, the bar needs to close up. And you'll only be entered if it closes up. If it closes down, you'll be canceled out of the order. So it's a way, basically, like this chart trader here is a way, really nice tool when the market is moving fast. And it's really hard sometimes to get in where you want to get in if you try to do it manually. Which is what happened just here on CL. If I would have hit buy close, I would have been in that trade. But I didn't. All right, well, we made new highs and had a really good breakout. And since we just gave it all back almost. But, okay, hang on. Now we're at the EMA here. Let's see what happens. See here, like we're not getting any signal bar, at least for now, on this for a long entry. That's where I kind of use these indicators a little bit, just for like a double verification almost. But it's not the end all be all, to be honest. Right when I got it, the first 20 days, I kind of religiously tracked and took trades just based off of what Apex says and their rules. I tried to follow all their rules, and you'll see if you take the videos, there's a lot of rules where, okay, you know, even though this is a setup and it says it's a setup, if this and this and this happens, then it's not valid. For example, if, you know, some of the trade indicators, if there's 2 yellow bars like this on the previous bars, then it's not a valid trade. Because the yellow here indicates a area of chop, or basically there was chop right here. So they don't want you entering when it's choppy, which makes sense. But now some trades, you can enter when it's choppy. So again, that's when it's really, really important to know their rules. And that's also here. So you can see I have additional requirements. It needs to be coherent with the DR trending. So this here is the DR. So it needs to be the same color, whatever. And obstructions, you know, here. 2 to 3 bar chop. That's what this means. 2 to 3 bars before. If 2 out of the 3 bars are yellow, then it's not a valid trade. You don't take it. Anyway, I'm sure I'm confusing you by now. But my point is there's a lot of rules to follow. And I tried it for like 20 trading days. Or was it 10? Actually, it was 2 weeks. It was 10 trading days. So it wasn't a big sample size, I guess. And I did. I tried to follow all their rules and do everything that it said just to test it out. And yeah, I didn't do well. It did not do well. But having said that, I still found it to be very helpful. And when I incorporate this with price action, so primarily I use price action for my trades. Pullback, re-entries, like that's my kind of bread and butter. But it's like this chart has really helped me to basically get a better entry and better signals for that price action trading entries. So that's gonna where I'm a little bit conflicted. Once my 20 days are up, am I going to pay the $200 a month for it or just not have it? Ugh, kind of sucks because I don't want to really make that decision, or I don't want to not have it and then I'm trading my funded accounts and you know. Again, like here's a good example, and it doesn't always happen, but this bounced off the EMA, off support here, and we made new highs here. So technically, like this would have usually been an entry right here for a second attempt long, like a second entry long right here. Well, I didn't take it because of this. So now, you know, you can take, yeah, look at it a couple different ways, but I just found like, I don't know, it kind of like indicates when there's fake outs coming, or that's how I look at it. So that's where it has really helped me, and I know I will miss it if I don't have it. So I might just have to shell out the $200 a month. I've spent money in a lot worse ways, I know that. But I've never been a fan of paying, how would you say, paying for indicators, and that, ugh, that whole industry makes me want to vomit. So kind of going against what I believe here, but the reason I'm kind of on board with this is the fact that they allow you to use it and they don't restrict you. Like they allow you to use the full version for 60 days for $1. And honestly, that's kind of why, I mean, I would have never just paid $200 a month for this. I would have never done it, not knowing, you know, not being able to test it for that long. There's no way I pay for an indicator. But this has kind of proven its value, so I don't know. All right, I see now kind of got my attention on this. See, yeah, I'm just gonna have a little educational. Let's go to ES. Now see here, well, now it just went away. It did have an indicator here that there is potential here for a signal long entry, but it's not verified. It's in the very, very, very early stages. See right there? See that green box that popped up? So that is a little bit higher. Like this does have me a little more interested now in taking this long. I like to see these blue boxes or red boxes within this box, like here, because that means that there's trapped orders. And anytime you have trapped orders, the momentum to the opposite side is bigger. And there's a bit better chance of a bigger move happening. For example, if you just think about it, if I go short right here, let's say right here I enter a short, I'm trapped. Like now I'm trapped right here, and guess what happens when the shorts get trapped? You break above this high, they're gonna, you know, very likely their stops might be hit, or they're just gonna get out of the trade, which is actually a buy order, and therefore it will break out to the upside and kind of add to that momentum. So this is definitely we technically don't have an actual signal, so the green box is like the first step of a signal, but for the rule to actually, like for an indicator to actually come up, you need to have trapped orders within this box. So you have to have trapped orders within this box, which is the red or the blue or the red. Actually, no, it's just the blue, sorry. So, and we don't have any trapped orders right now, so kind of makes me think maybe it's honestly might go up, might struggle to make new highs and then come back down. Who knows? Yeah, and essentially that's a squeeze. You know, it's a short squeeze is what we're talking about. When there's trapped orders, they get squeezed. That's essentially what it is. That's one thing in the trading community. There's so many different terminologies, like, you know, fair value gap or whatever. There's so many different terminologies and whatever. And then of course this system has their own terminology, but essentially people really are talking about the same thing using different words. But just, yeah, I think one thing I think every trader needs to find their own thing that works. Like I'm just like I think every trader can take things from other traders and learn from it. 100% you can learn from other traders, but I don't think it's possible for someone that has a successful strategy and just teach it to someone else and have them duplicate it. Okay, now here we go. Are we going higher? Are we going to test new highs? Feels like it wants to, but it can't. Feels sluggish. Gotta snap above here. There we go. I don't know. All right, I need to use the restroom. I'm gonna come back. It's probably gonna be at new highs, so whatever. What happened? Not much. We're bleeding higher. Nothing crazy. Hey, thank you for the subscription, Leandro. I just saw it. I appreciate it. All right, here we go. Are we going to make new highs? Yeah, here didn't, this, obviously hindsight talked about it. This would have been a valid entry here. Valid entry, pull back long right here. We didn't really have that, this trapped orders that I like to see. I don't always just wait, I'll take trades without a signal happening on this chart. I'm always more nervous to go long when we're this far away from VWAP, but I don't know. My other struggle is, if anyone that's been following me for any amount of time, my Achilles heel in trading, and I hate this, is just on slow moving up days, man, I get killed. I've just struggled trading those days. And so frustrating because, like, looking at it from an outside view, I'm like, that should be so easy. Just go long and just let it go. But for whatever reason, I get slapped on those slow moving up days. And it's just my psychologically, I struggle with it because when I see slow moves up, here's what I think, and what goes through my mind is, man, this is coming, like, it's so slow, it's eventually going to sell off. And I'm like, I want to be part of that sell off when it happens. So I'm constantly looking for shorting opportunities. And I mean, I've gotten better. I feel like I've gotten better where I don't want to be biased that I'm just trying to see one trade, and I'm just feel like I'm getting better. Like, for example, here, to be honest, me not entering this long entry setup is very much due to that. And so not like that I'm losing as much money on slow trending updates like I was, but I'm also not capitalizing, and I'm not actually making that money that is there. And even though my trade signals are hitting, I'm not entering the trades. So maybe baby steps. But on downtrending days, my best days. I love when it's trending down. I've definitely, I trade way better in a downtrending market, and a sideways trending market as well. Like, I do okay. It's those slow, non-volatile, slowly moving up days where I need to walk away. How long I've been trading? Kind of have a unique journey. So I started trading in 2012, which is kind of insane. That's been 11 years ago. And I traded for, I think it was 7 years that I traded futures, and I was profitable. Had some life events happen, and I changed jobs where I couldn't, I could no longer do trading. So after 7 years, at the end of 7 years, I also had one terrible month and I blew up my account. And basically that caused me then to just give up the futures trading journey completely. But back then, that was using my own money, and even basically in a nutshell, in those 7 years, I didn't lose a lot of money because I did make some money, but then that one blow up basically took all my profits out the previous years, which was very just psychologically, yeah, I had to step away. I had to basically, I was biased. I was biased on the market, and I held overnight, and I was sure it's going to go, I was sure this market is going to sell off. And man, was I wrong. So I stepped away from trading. That was in 2019. Completely stepped away. I didn't even look at charts. Like, I completely stepped away for I think so. Basically in 2022, which would have been about 9 months ago. 9 months ago, all of a sudden, I was one day surfing on YouTube. Okay, this here's got an interesting setup. There it goes, and I missed it, but okay. I mean, I might enter again. I might enter here. No, I'm not. This is still within the trend. And this is my brain trying to, hey, I need to short this. It's going to go way down here. But we're just in this trend. This is just a pullback, or could just be a pullback. So I'm just letting it go. But so 9 months ago, a random YouTube recommendation came up, and they were talking about prop firms. And that really intrigued me, because like even back then, like I had a profitable system and I knew I can be consistently profitable, but I had one major problem, and that was revenge trading and being way too biased. But the prop firm trading really intrigued me. I thought it was a genius business plan. Like right when I heard about it, I was like, wait a second, how is that possible? But I kind of did the math on it, and I'm like, wow, it actually makes sense. And I was just very, yeah, I thought from like the prop firm perspective, it's a genius business plan, but at the same time, as a trader, it's also a great opportunity, which that's what makes a great business. So in 2020, I was able to go in partnership with someone else. We're 50-50 partners, and I'm a small business owner, and it allows, yeah, I actually can work from home, and it basically kind of opened the door that I can get back into trading. So yeah, it kind of made I decided, you know what, I'm going to give this prop firm trading a chance. I'm going to try it out. And I kind of had to change my mentality a little bit to line up with the rules with prop firms. So yeah, it definitely, I learned a lot, to be honest. I'm a way better trader now than I ever was, in part because of prop firms and the rules. A lot of people complain about the rules, but I'll be honest, it actually helped me, especially previously. One of my biggest struggles was not taking profits and letting big winners fall back down to zero. And with prop firms, especially Apex, the trailing drawdown, I taught myself to take profits, and I can always re-enter. So yeah, I learned a lot. I actually did, like right when I started taking the prop firm challenges, I passed actually 10 accounts, and this was probably 5-6 months ago. I passed 10 accounts, and I was actually, and looking back, I was taking too much risk on. I was trying to kind of get to that pay out really quickly and take out a big payout. I was actually like $200 away from the profit threshold and being able to take out, take a payout. And I did it again. I revenge traded and went on tilt and ended up blowing those 10 accounts. So, but yeah, you have the same problem. I work on my psychology. I mean, yes, that is the biggest thing in trading is psychology. Like, I think 90% is psychology and 10% of it is a good strategy. Because you can have a good strategy, but if you do not have it psychologically, then you will not win. You will not be a successful trader. I mean, this sounds kind of weird, but that's actually part of the reason I started this YouTube channel. And psychologically, the biggest problem that I had that I discovered was I don't have anyone to hold me accountable. Like when I'm in that mode where I should just walk away, I'm my own boss and I can do whatever I want. And when I'm in that mode, I've discovered I would just do what I want to do. And I discovered I need someone like a mentor or someone that in my life, not someone on the internet that you don't know, someone in my life that knows me very well, like your best friend or your dad. For me, it's my wife. But someone that is your friend, but they will tell you not just what you want to hear, but they will hold you accountable. And that's basically what I did is I started live. All my trading I do live on YouTube here. And they tune in and are watching. So they are able to see, and just knowing that they might not always be watching, but just knowing that there's a chance that they're watching, and they can also go back and watch my live videos. Just that psychologically, sounds weird, but yeah, it really has helped. Even just knowing some stranger on the internet, is going to watch me blow up, you know what I mean? Like a stranger on the internet is going to is watching me revenge trade and completely losing it is enough for me not to do it. And it's that kind of accountability that has prevented me from doing any of those major revenge trading and going on tilt. And when I'm live trading, I guess I behave a little bit better, so to speak. So that's what's worked for me. I've not been doing it for months and months. I've only started this journey 2 weeks ago, I guess, a little bit more than 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks ago. But again, I think you have to find out what works for everyone. It might be different for different people. Obviously it is, but I've read a lot of books and a lot of people on trading. I feel like everyone searches for that great strategy. What's this great strategy? And number one thing I would tell traders is don't focus on your strategy. Focus on your psychological development. And if I started trading 2 weeks ago, I've been trading. Previously, I guess my experience in total would be like 8 years. 8 years of trading experience. I've just started trading live 2 weeks ago. So, but yeah, I think psychologically, that one of the biggest aha moments, or where it kind of clicked in my mind, was understanding that even if you have a strategy that's been back tested, and let's just say you have a strategy that you back tested for a whole year, right? So you have huge amounts of data on an up or down or sideways market, and through all of that testing, you have a 70% win rate. Okay. So, like 70% win rate is great. And now, what really was a revelation to me is even with that information, anytime that you enter a trade, you need to go into that trade psychologically that it can do anything. There is no guarantee. Like, if you enter the trade understanding that the market can do anything it wants, it can go up, it can go down. There is no guarantee, even though you have a 70% win strategy, there's no guarantee that that trade is a winning trade. And that has really helped me, just because, okay, and once you fully believe that, if you truly believe that the market can do anything, and anyone that thinks they know what the market's going to do next, then that's a red flag. They might have a good idea. They might have, but they don't know. No one knows. So once you have that in your mind and really ingrained in your thoughts of the market can do anything, then you would never enter a trade without a stop loss. You would never enter a trade knowing when you were wrong. So yeah, that was really eye-opening to me psychologically, just because I was like, before, I had a tendency to, you look at the market, you look at price action, you look at all your indicators or whatever you do to enter a trade. And, maybe you wait 5 hours in the trading day before you finally, everything is perfectly lined up and you finally have the perfect indicator. Everything is right on track and okay, boom, got my perfect entry. The problem that I used to have in doing that, then psychologically, I'd be like, oh, everything's perfect, so this is definitely going to go up. I'm definitely going to have a winning trade. Well, now you have psychologically, your brain is telling you it's a winner. So as soon as the trade goes against you, it's almost like you enter panic mode. Or that's what I used to do. Like, you'd almost like, wait a second, that can't be right. It has to go the other way. And I'd do stupid things like, moving my stop loss or entering, doubling down. Stuff like that, where it's like, wait a second, if I go in with the mentality that I don't know what the market's going to do next. I don't. I'm just going to enter here. It's, my indicators say to enter, and I'm going to enter. Now, I know over a long span, I know I have a 70% win rate, but there's no guarantee that your next trade will be a winner. So, for example, like in roulette, if you place your bet on black, and you see on the roulette board, this is how people lose a lot of money. The roulette board has 13 blacks in a row. And people like, oh, it has to hit red next. And it's like, no, actually it doesn't. Like, that roulette board itself has zero memory. That roulette board does not know what it just did. It doesn't know it just had 13 blacks in a row. So there's no guaranteed outcome ever in trading, especially not in gambling. So that was a big kind of aha moment for me of understanding that. But here we see, and this, okay, so I was talking earlier about indicators, and this is definitely one of my indicators to go, like, this would have been a short. Obviously, you can see it would have worked out. Now, I don't know why I didn't take it. Maybe I was just distracted, but mean, it went against us here quite a bit, so. But we're selling off here. But are we going to go back here and test VWAP? Man, this is really selling off now. CL, what are we doing here? Looks like we made new highs, and we are now, looks like it wants to just continue doing its chop fest, so. Interesting. I feel relief after you, right? Right? Because you're like, okay, like you don't have any more stress. Yeah. Well, that might be a sign. Like if you're, I still struggle with this. Like when I'm in a trade, being stressed about it. Not as much as I used to be, but I used to. If I found myself really stressing on a trade, then I need to reevaluate my position size. But yeah. All right, you're gonna come down here to this VWAP and touch it, and then reverse on. That would be kind of ideal for me. So let me just kind of get a good. This is overnight. This was at 8:30. Okay, so there the signal just went off that a potential long on ES. So if we look here, oops, this thing is so weird how it wants to zoom or not zoom, but you can see here we have the green box and we have the red indicator, as well. So that's when, but actually no, we don't have a signal because it's, as soon as it goes above, this is going to turn blue. And as soon as it closes above 41.10, then this will be actually a valid entry if you want to take it. But I'm trying to think. And I was hoping we test VWAP. We do have support here where it could bounce. But I was hoping we could come down to closer to VWAP here before we do a reversal. Entering kind of in the middle of nowhere here makes me nervous. I always like off of EMA or off of VWAP. Those are my two, like when I look to do pullback entries, those two indicators is what I use primarily. Trading two. All right, I guess. I mean, we barely made new highs here, but I guess we did. Yeah, in hindsight. In hindsight, to be honest, right here, so we did make new highs, and then we tried again, and we failed. We had this big red bar. I mean, technically, then, we were kind of going back and forth, having a fight right here on the EMA. But when we got below this body, like right here, 41.11, it would have been a pretty good entry short. Maybe I need to focus on my price action instead of talking. We bounce above this 41.08. This doesn't feel like it's gonna bounce much. I feel like we're definitely going to go down to the VWAP. I'm just gonna wait. Could be wrong though. Always a chance you're wrong. I'm always curious. I wish there was a way I could see. I'm always curious if I stream. So I stream on Twitch and on YouTube, but I don't really know if people are watching on YouTube or if they're watching on Twitch. Okay, now we're above that 4108. See, if we would go up to this level, like 4110, that would be really interesting short right there. But we sell back down. Excuse me. Well, just kind of hanging out here. Let's check if CL is doing anything major. We're kind of at the bottom of this range. Interesting. Doesn't look like CL knows what it wants to do today. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Probably deserves to have a day of rest after the move it did yesterday. Now, one thing, even though this is a very small channel, you know, we made higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. That is almost always bullish. So I do feel like we're gonna at least test, you know, make a move up before we go lower. Unless we, like on this bar, go start selling off below these small little channel that we got going on. And there we go. Are we going to make new highs? And there we go. The bulls seem to be like, nope, you're not doing this. And back down we go. No decisions. That's a pretty big. If we close below here, it's going to be a pretty strong doji bar here. So this EMA here, the yellow one, is the 14 EMA. It's always a little bit riskier to trade off of pullbacks off of that. I always prefer to use the green one, which is the 21 EMA. But we are right at that level. If we are going shorter, or if we are going lower, and this would be a risky entry. I would definitely not enter until we get below 4107, 4106. Still feels like we're going higher here before we do anything else. This channel here. But it's not that exciting. This 21 EMA is getting closer and closer. Here we have a trapped orders. So definitely still feeling like we're going, you know, at least come back up to 4110 and test this area, I feel like. Or if I would be long, I'd be holding. I wouldn't enter here, but now, okay, never mind that. Now we're selling off below this, so now I'd be out. This is probably what I was looking for. Man, I hate watching other streamers lose money. I mean, I hate losing money myself, but I hate when other people do it too. It just sucks. Now, can we come back down here and touch this VWAP, or are you just gonna do this thing again? So once we do one pullback and we touch the 14 EMA, then yeah, I'm a little more inclined to respect that EMA next time. Okay, here we go. Now we have another. Yeah, this is another entry long here. Now, I'm not taking it. There's way too much of the. I don't like this downtrend overall. Not that crazy about it, but here, touch this EMA again. All right, here we go. This is a key area. Can we push above this? Does not look like it. Are we gonna make new lows here? Feels like it's moving very slow. Oh man. Here we go, newer lows. I mean, we're definitely not seeing a big sell-off either. Like, it's not like it's just dumping. It's just kind of a slow move down. The question is are we going to respect this VWAP? That's going to be the question. But here, this entry signal that we got, this entry signal short right here, which we would have, the entry actually would have came at 41.11, would have came right here. You know, that entry would have been right there, 41.1075. Our stop could have been, would have had some drawdown, but would have been a nice trade. Now, so on this chart, see these red lines? So that's red lines is basically an area that we had a lot of volume, and a lot of I call it fighting. A lot of bulls and bears fighting. So this actually might be the this might be the reversal right here based off of this. I am interested in this long. Ooh, do I take it? Do I take it? 4108. I gotta make up my mind here. I'm gonna enter. If we make it above 4108, but again, that yellow EMA, that 14 EMA it is really respecting that. I'm not gonna enter here. Here's my problem. If I enter here at 4108, which would be when the trigger would happen and this would become a valid entry. If I enter at 4108, hang on, I gotta take this call. I'm back. Okay, so we did touch this EMA now. All right, here's the entry up this 21 EMA. It hit. Well, yeah, this is basically a chop fest, and I don't. Okay, now CL, you got my attention here. Let's refocus our energy on CL. We have a 1, 2, 3 triple bottom that is looking to form on CL. Let's look at the higher time frame. Yeah, so I am interested in this. Oh, I wish I would have given me a little more time to get in here. Dang it. That is the third time today that I am too slow. But we might get another opportunity on that. But I am not going to chase that price. Every time I chase, I get slapped. I get punished. Well, this is why I don't chase the price. If I would have chased right now, I'd be in, yeah. Okay, what do we got going on ES? Oh, we got to move up, huh? Okay, it's officially at that entry where I would be long right here. We're above EMA. I wish we were above the 41, like ideally 41,850. Oh, check ES. Okay, we just lost that. So if we lose this support, this is the, I mean, fourth time. So usually it's risky. I want to show here. So this previous support would have been right here, and we just blew right through it. Now we are bouncing off this again. Oh, man. Leandro, thank you for letting me know. Oh, I hate when I do that. Oh, I had to take a phone call. I muted and I forgot to unmute. Well, I just spared you a rant. So, all right, yeah, sorry. That's, no, I need to walk away, man. Like I was saying that you couldn't hear unless you can lip read, but just terrible couple trades. It all started with missing these first 3 trades that I had entries for. I had and I missed these trades. An insane move up. I completely missed it. Then on this, I was looking for a pullback and an entry long again, which was the right mentality, but I was early. So entered again here, but this candle, this big red candle stopped me out. So then we reverse. We fail to make new highs. We had this big doji candle followed by another bearish candle, and that's an entry for me for a short. So I think, okay, we might sell off a little bit more before we go higher. So this is where my FOMO was setting in. So I enter short again right here at the bottom of that bar. Reverse right back up immediately, stopped out again. Then we try to make a new high here and we reverse a doji candle followed by another doji candle. This trade here was just completely, probably more revenge trading than FOMO. And I enter again, I mean to the tick at the bottom. And we reverse again, I get stopped out again. Hurts my soul. There. I mean, that's just a perfect explanation of first having FOMO, missing on a big move, then just entering a couple. I mean, this first trade I'm not upset about. I'm okay with that trade. It just got me stopped out. But that then it's frustrating when you miss 3 big moves. I missed this move. I also missed this big move, and earlier I had another move that hate when I'm in that mindset. So yeah, and it just felt like everything even on these trades, like, let's just zoom in a little bit more because it's actually kind of insane. I couldn't have picked this any better. I enter here at the very top of this candle. We never even got to profit, stopped out. Enter here, never got to any profit, stopped out. Enter here, and again, never even saw profit and stopped out. I couldn't do that if I tried. Insane. So that's why I'm definitely walking away. Like I said, I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna do something that I enjoy. When I have a day like this, I will walk away. I love photography. I love flying my drone. I have the Mavic 3, so I love taking that out on a spin. So I might go take some lunch and take my drone and just enjoy some of that, reset my mind, reset my focus, and when I come back this afternoon, probably around 1:30, if I feel good, I'll continue trading. But if not, I will call it a day. Right now, my brain's telling me, let's short this. Let's short the crap out of this thing. And I 100% guarantee you that we will go higher. So I guess I could continue making trades, and anyone wants to take trades opposite, be great entries. I mean, you would have had 3 perfect entries here. So guess I could do that for you guys, and you can just take opposite trades of me. I'm just kidding. Sorry, I'm frustrated. So, all right, I'm gonna actually. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I want to continue just have the stream up or close the stream. I think I'm gonna end the stream and then I'll start the stream back up again this afternoon if I feel like trading. So I'll be back. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for those that subscribed. I appreciate it. But yeah, just not a good day. That's gonna happen. We're walking away and we can still recover from this. We can come back, no problem. So just got to keep it in perspective.